What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, redoptionagency.com. 22 years selling full-time on eBay. And it's Friday. You know what that means? Top 5 categories sold for the week. Also, how did yesterday turn out? What did I do? What happened with YouTube? I don't know. But before we get started, please like this video. If there's anything in the history of my YouTube channel that did you a solid, hit that thumbs up, do a happy dance, and subscribe if you're not, because why not? It's Friday. Celebrate by clicking everything. Yay! Click Happy Friday! Click Happy Friday! All right, so I notice offers are coming in a little slow today, but they're coming in. They look more consistent, at least this morning. Overnight, eBay seemed to drop off again at 9:45 last night, pretty early. That'd be like 7:45 California time if they're working from California, but I got a feeling they're working in Florida because those are usually the servers that I think, at least this area, at least I am on. So that would be 10:45 in Florida. So that's kind of why I think it's so early sometimes. I think that is why. Could be wrong. But we only had 2 sales in between 9:45 and had one at 7:45 and then 8:26. So 10 hours, 2 sales. Mama, mama, we're all crazy now. Mama, 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 we're all crazy. Oh, sorry. Getting a little quiet ride on that Friday morning for you. So yesterday. So if you haven't watched last night's video, which was loaded up this morning because YouTube was having processing issues last night, apparently for a lot of people, I was one. So I wasn't able to upload that till this morning, or at least activate it till this morning. So I'm standing here looking at the things I created. They are in. I'm not going to show you yet because I want to get the pre-orders out first. So I'm going to get all my pre-orders out first. Then I'm going to release it. Probably right before it gets to their door, so that they kind of have it at the same time. So thanks everybody for the pre-orders for these items. I hope you like them as much as I do. And I started trying to create a second one yesterday and got a little, I don't know, couldn't find exactly, I couldn't create what I really wanted. So gotta work on that this weekend, see if I can come up with a nice little thing. I might pivot it a little bit, the idea. But anyway, you don't know what I'm talking about. But thank you for the pre-orders. I got 8 pre-orders, so I am already in the profit on this project. So thank you guys, so I can do a month 2. That's all it's going to take is that. So I like the fact that it's relatively low cost. It don't take much for me to make a profit to keep it going. So that will give me time to try to grow it even bigger. So I like that. So hopefully you guys, like I said, are okay with it. Enjoy it, your pre-orders. And I will probably launch it probably the middle of next week for everybody who wants to wait and see what it is before you buy it. I don't blame you. I try you. Who am I? Who am I to trust? You know what I'm saying? Who am I? I ain't nobody. I'm just a James Courtney loving fool right here. Hi, baby girl. Pee-wee still upstairs. Took you forever to come down, baby. So where was I going? Yesterday. So we had that issue. So at about 2 o'clock yesterday, I only had like, I want to say like $200. There was like 200. I was on track to have a $400 day, which would have been the lowest of our consecutive days that everything was at 600. And I was only on track to do like a little over 600 organic views, which would have been the lowest. So I'm like, all right, this has got to stop. I know that revise without revising, then submitting didn't do a damn thing. So let's go ahead and hit revise, change it by a penny down, and do the whole store. I did that. So as you know, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row in the 600s, near 650 basically. Average probably 635, 640. So yesterday, midday, I said, screw it, let's do this. Ended with $866. One of them being a $160 item. But that still would have been $700, a little bit over what I did. I already got it boxed up. It's a Kenwood stereo system with external speakers. So that was so without that, it would have been almost the same. Let's see what the organic impressions were, since that's what we're following. 779, so still about the same, and actually still on the low end of the 700 to 900. So did that do anything? Makes you wonder there too. So we'll find out today. I probably won't do nothing for the weekend. I'll just let it ride. We're at 9:15 a.m. this morning. I'm at $114. So at least one decent dollar thing sold. And I'm like, why haven't I ever got, that's another item. Why haven't I ever got an offer on that? And then I ran across another item when I was pulling today. What was it? I'm like, why have I never got an offer on this item? You know those items that you know normally would sell quick and you don't even get no activity on? Now I can't remember what it was, so I can go check, see if I got any views. Well, it's only the beginning of the month anyway, so I guess that don't matter. But it's something I don't have because it's flat. I like flat butts, and I cannot lie because I'm biased and I'm a guy. Never mind. All right. Top 5 items for the week. Just get on with it, James. Did I miss anything? So, yesterday videos, what I did. Thank you for the pre-orders. If you pre-order it this weekend, I will throw in a Vern sticker while supplies last. But I've got a good stack of Vern stickers. So I'll throw in a free Vern sticker if you pre-order. But I had another one this morning, so Emilio, thank you. So thank you, Rachel, West First Books, McDougal Enterprise, Curious Cat, Larry, Jeremy, Ross, and Emilio. Much appreciated that the trust you have in me. Like I said, if you don't like it, send it back. I'll refund you. I think you're going to like it. At least I hope you do, as much as I do. I feel like I'm forgetting something. All right. Top 5 categories sold for the week. Where are we at? What are we doing? So last week, up 11.5% for total sales at $5,762. So up 11%. Selling cost $49.5, so right at that 50. Oh, but that does include the $300 store fee because that was yesterday. So it'll be back down more like 45, 46 then. So sweet. Net sales $2,536, up 6% for the net sales. So still going in the right direction. That's good. Quantity sold 369 items. That's up 19%. Average price per item $15.61. That's down 6%, which is expected. So everything is looking on the up. Not where I like it, not where it should be, but on the up. So that's all, I guess. That's better than not going up. That's better than the elevator just snapping a cord and you free falling to your death. Da 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 da. Top 5 categories for the week. Coming in at number 5, we've got DVDs and Blu-rays. $214 sold this week, up 16.2%. Coming in at number 4, men's t-shirts. $235, up 21.6%. Look at them and go, man, that's a long way to go to get it to $1,000 a week, right? The DVDs and Blu-rays, I have the amount, but for the unpopularity that they are, that's going to be the hardest to get there. Then the t-shirts are steadily growing. Coming in at number 3, the only one down for the week, which makes sense because I haven't listed much, is the music cassettes. Cassette tapes, $416, down 3.2%. Coming in at number 2, music CDs. $1,131, up 33.7%. So we made it over that $1,000 goal for the week on those. So that's good. And number 1, men's hats. $1,178, up 4.4%. And that one is still above $1,000. So honorable mention at number 6, we've got, because of the stereo system, we got consumer electronics. $205. So if that was just the one item with shipping, so that would be 8. That would still put me in the $600 range, right? Because I didn't think about the shipping. So $866 minus that 2 would still be $666. So I'd still be in the same amount if I didn't have that stereo system sell. So what do you call that then? Call it the same, and that stereo was just a lucky a lucky bounce? Or did that stereo sell because I went down and lowered it by a penny, and so it got a little boost? Guess you could look at it either way. Either way, it's $800 in the account. So, questions and comments. So how's my video I had to upload this morning? Oh, it's number 1, so that's good. You guys are reacting to an early video. Uploaded at about 8 a.m. So thank you for catching up on that. All right. Questions and comments. So I was shopping on eBay last night. I always sort by auction only. Anyways, it said they had 374 listings to look at. However, it would only let me look at 50 on the app. When I changed the sort feature, I would get a different 50 listings. You know what? Doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me at all. The search is still... oh, I do have good news. Speaking of, I was going to say, when I started to say the search is a huge letdown, then the first thing that pops in my head when I think eBay and a huge letdown is the feedback system. But I've got some good news on the feedback system, kind of, sort of. So I got a negative yesterday from a person who bought an item, wanted me to send it to a different address, because they said they moved. So I canceled it for reasons of address, told them I can only send to the address provided by eBay. So I canceled the order. Go ahead and change your address and then repurchase it. They never repurchased it. And then they left me negative feedback on it, saying they never got the item. So I put in a revision request or takedown request for eBay, and they took it down. Surprised. I was actually pretty damn shocked that they took it down. On another happier note, those was 8 negative feedbacks I got from the one buyer in Saudi Arabia that had the hats. They went to Switzerland and kind of just sat there forever. They left negative feedbacks on them. I refunded them. Well, they were delivered. The hats were finally delivered. I'm out the money. Because that's one thing about eBay. They don't have no way for you go, okay, it was delivered, please resend the money. You know, with PayPal, that was easier to do. So, you know, there's no way to repurchase those items through eBay. So that's one thing I would fix if I was in charge of eBay, first and foremost. Well, one of the many. But, so I put in a revise to the buyer and say, hey, these were purchased. I gave you a refund on them. Can you at least revise the negative feedbacks? And he revised all the negative feedbacks. So at least I got all those negative feedbacks removed off my account. So may have lost the money. He is blocked, even though he was a repeat customer. He bought twice from me. But he's too sporadic, too quick, and if you're not going to have patience when you're an international buyer, yeah, I don't have time for that, especially if you're going to leave negative feedbacks. So I ain't got time for that, unfortunately. Now, if he reaches out to me and says, hey, how do I resend the money? Then I'll unblock him. But then I can't say, well, go send it through PayPal, because then if I do that, then that looks like I'm trying to do something outside of eBay and I could lose my account. So, there's Emilio, ordered mine. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Been listing, and the item from the last couple of days have 0 views. Not sure what is going on. And the items from the last couple of days. Yeah, I mean, a couple of days is not odd. I mean, if you're old school, you remember as soon as you listed it, you would get several views right off the bat. Well, those were fabricated views. Those were bots, basically. And then you could share it to Facebook and get another 10, 15 views real quick. Then you could share it to Pinterest, get another 15, 20 views real quick, all bot related. And those major items really flourish in the system. That was one way you could kind of beat the algorithm in the past, is by sharing your items and getting those, I guess, bottish, not real views. And it would bump your item up. Since that's kind of doesn't exist anymore, it's hard to use that unless you actually have real people clicking on it by sharing it to social media. So, we shouldn't have to jump through all these hoops to have decent sales. Let's see, my sales are the last few days are dropped off a cliff. First comment, thank you. That was all on this morning's video. You guys are giving me some action on that video. Thank you. I need to make sure I drop a video that early every day. Let's see. End and sell similar. I ended over 100 old listings older than 3 months on April 30th. Changed nothing on the listing. Since 1st of March, I have a spike on organic and a continuous sales from the refreshed listings until now. Well, it's only 2 days later, though. However, not great changes in page views. May 3rd, the trend still continues. Next up. Hey, nice channel, and your store have an insane amount of product. Much respect. Thank you, YoFat. Hopefully you subscribed. Let's see. My store is close to 800 items. Top rated seller. I got 0 to 5 customers per day and never more than that. How many? Yeah, 800. I do have a lot of hot items, but many are priced up a bit to compensate for fees, video games. Kind of tough to be able to pay well for video games and absorb the savage fees. It says 12.35, but in reality it's more like 20 due to the actual calculations factoring in taxes and shipping. And it's definitely higher than 12 because of they put the fees on all that crap. I still think something's going to give. I watched an interview with Jamie yesterday on a business stock channel, and he's all positive. Oh, we expected the first part of the year to be down. Quarter 3 and quarter 4, that's where we expect the upswing or whatever. And I'm just like, usually any decent business, every third and fourth quarter is going to be an upswing, at least, especially fourth quarter. So you're just talking out your ass right there. And honestly, I don't think it's going to happen. I think he's just been buying his time with, oh, we expected low. You know, you predict low, then you meet expectations, right? But now he's in it for third and fourth quarters are going to be where the difference is. So if that does not happen, then there's going to be finally some shade put on him. And personally, from the outside looking in, I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. The only way it's going to happen is if this site is totally, they're done messing with it and just let it go. And everybody starts getting the normal sales back. That's the only way it's going to change. The current condition that it's in, it's not. I don't see it happening. My guess, you're getting a new phone. No, not a new phone. So I guess you're guessing the gift that I bought the business / myself, which I'm not going to hold off on that before I release these. If I get it in, I'll just show you guys separate. Because now that I got these things created and got them early, I want to get them released, see what you guys think. I don't about YouTube issues, but can say always eBay issues. Can you tell me what the material is? That's on a shoe video from like 10 years ago, if not more. I don't have those shoes no more. But that shoe, I think, was leather. I live in Canada. It's almost impossible to source at thrift stores anymore. We do have a few bins here, $4 per pound. James, mostly all media you sell? ? Watch my videos. If you're watching this one, you'll see what I sell. See. Next up, they manipulated the sales to spread the business coming in among the sellers. If you have a few huge days, inevitably they will throttle you to send business to other sellers. This is what I have experienced for years. See, I don't think it's all that. Maybe something with, and it has to do with geographic and all this and that, but there's definitely more going on than that. Trying to beat the algorithm is a waste of time and effort. I wouldn't say it's a waste of time and effort, because if you find something, it's going to work for everybody, because I'm going to let you know about it. Keep listing and sourcing items nobody else has. Well, I do that, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to sell them. I mean, is anybody else going to have this hat? I don't think so, but it took a while to sell. So it's not always items that, it's not that easy. Let's just say that. Racing to the bottom won't help you. Promoting Markdown Manager doesn't pay off. Well, promoting does pay off for most people. Markdown Manager, well, putting things on sale definitely helps. Overall, eBay revenue is down and the amount of users down, so I expect the downtrend to continue. finally something I totally agree with you on. We also got spoiled from the COVID money printing era. Yeah, well, I'm thinking before COVID. I knew COVID was an anomaly, so I'm just trying to get back before COVID numbers. This is really annoying, trying to accept offers that I really like, and this error keeps popping up. Hope sellers stay away from eBay. Go there. Let's see, one more here. James, 15-year shoe seller here. I am 100% with you. I have been convinced. Oh, I read this one yesterday, so never mind. All right. Wow, this morning video is still at #1. Thank you, guys. YouTube has this thing where it ranks your videos 1 through 10, I think, compared on either the last 10 days or the last 10 videos. I don't remember exact. That one hair was just a little separated there. So being that that's #1 out of the gate, when my videos lately have been doing pretty good. 1,200 on yesterday's video, 1,100 on the day before that, the evening one the day before that, and 1,000 on the morning before that. So, and then 1,400 on the morning before that. So the fact that that's #1 out of all of them, thank you guys. All right, we've been hearing some cha-chings. Where am I at now? So I was at 114. We're at 930 right now. I'm at 135. All right, let's get some orders shipped. Okay, that just sold, that just sold, that just sold, that just sold. And I think I got everything pulled. Ah, man. I slept in a little too. Got up at 6 and fed them, gave them medicine. Pee-wee's medicine. I was feeling all right. I'm like, I should just get up. I'm like, no, go lay down for another hour. So I lay down for another 2 hours. All right, we got a Sweden and a UK. And that's all there. I did see a Japanese order. An offer I took yesterday was from Japan, and an offer I took this morning was from Japan. So that was actually a plus. I mean, I used to always sell lots of media to Japan, so to have 2 back-to-back, I was so kind of surprised. All right, let me put these on to make sure I make no mistakes. First up, this is Moody Blues cassette tape. Sold for $4.18. Headed to Augusta, Georgia. Georgia. I don't have an idea. Dang, why can't you pick that up, James? I don't have an idea for like a cool release video for my item. So maybe I'll try to come up with something for that this weekend. I've been doing all this just by the seat of my pants, basically. So, do I release a video showing what it is, as kind of like a commercial, if you will, and then set a date for it in that commercial? Or do I just